Many of us reach a point in life when the habits we once thought harmless start to whisper warnings we can no longer ignore. It's often the quiet things, the small, seemingly innocent choices that end up shaping our health in profound ways. For those of us over 60, this can feel especially true. You might have been told 1,000 times about diet, exercise, supplements, the usual suspects. But today, I want to talk about something less obvious, yet deeply impactful. Something that happens after dinner, a moment so ordinary it barely registers, but that could quietly be raising your creatinine levels and placing a strain on your kidneys. Imagine your body as a well-tended garden. You water it carefully, nourish the soil, tend the plants with dedication earned from years of experience. But what if, just once a day, you unknowingly watered it with salt water? It wouldn't scorch the garden overnight, but over time, the roots would weaken, the plants would suffer, and what once was a flourishing sanctuary might begin to struggle. Your kidneys work much the same way. Creatinine is a waste product that your muscles produce. Think of it as the exhaust from a well-used engine. Your kidneys filter this exhaust out of your blood, keeping your body clean and balanced. But when the kidneys are burdened, this waste begins to build up, and elevated creatinine levels become a signal of their struggle. I've seen many patients come through my door, frustrated and confused. Take James, a man in his mid-60s who had always taken pride in caring for his health. He exercised regularly, watched his diet, and kept up with his medical checkups. Yet his creatinine levels were steadily climbing, puzzling both him and his doctors. What could be causing this hidden strain on his kidneys? It turned out the answer lay in a simple evening habit, a snack he thought was harmless, maybe even beneficial, after dinner. James wasn't alone. Many men and women around his age hold on to comforting routines, unaware that some of these habits could be working against their body's natural rhythm. When James shared his typical after-dinner routine with me, I listened not just as a doctor, but as someone who understands the emotional texture of these small rituals. The warmth of that evening cup, the taste of something familiar, the way these moments anchor us after a long day. They mean more than just nutrition. But in James' case, the food he reached for was a quiet adversary, adding to the kidney's workload and making it harder to keep creatinine levels in check. After adjusting that one habit, his lab results began to improve, but more importantly, his sense of control and hope was restored. So, what exactly is creatinine, and why should you care about it as you grow older? It's tempting to dismiss medical numbers as cold and clinical, but understanding what's happening inside your body can empower you to make choices that truly honor your health. Creatinine forms when your muscles naturally break down creatine, a substance that helps supply energy. It's a bit like the smoke that comes off a fire, a natural byproduct of the body's engine running. Your kidneys filter this creatinine out of your bloodstream and send it on its way. But as the years add up, kidney function can decline. It's not inevitable, but the risk increases, and creatinine becomes a useful marker for doctors to assess kidney health. Think of your kidneys as a pair of sophisticated filters, working around the clock to keep your blood pure. When they are healthy, creatinine levels stay within a balanced range. But if your kidneys are strained, creatinine begins to accumulate, signaling that your body's waste removal system isn't working as efficiently as it should. This can lead to fatigue, swelling, and more serious complications down the road. For seniors, maintaining healthy kidney function isn't just about numbers on a lab report. It's about preserving the energy, vitality, and independence that make life meaningful. Now, the question many might be silently asking is, what am I eating or doing that's causing this? The answer often lies in unexpected places, one of which is what you consume after dinner. After a long day, it's natural to crave comfort, to reach for that familiar snack or drink that soothes the soul. It might be a rich cheese, a salty treat, or a protein-heavy nibble that feels like a reward. These choices, while tempting and often culturally ingrained, can impact your kidneys more than you realize. Let me be clear. This isn't about depriving yourself of joy or the pleasures of food. It's about understanding how certain ingredients and foods influence your body's delicate balance. Some after-dinner foods, especially those high in protein or phosphorus, require your kidneys to work overtime to filter out the byproducts. Over time, this increased demand can elevate creatinine levels, signaling strain and potential damage. The challenge is that these foods often taste good, provide comfort, and feel like a well-earned treat, making them difficult to give up without a compelling reason. I've sat with many patients who, like you, are skeptical of quick fixes and tired of hearing the same tired advice. They want real, practical guidance that respects their lived experience and their wisdom. That's why it's important to approach this topic with empathy, acknowledging the emotional layers tied to food and health habits. Changing what you eat after dinner isn't just about kidney numbers, it's about reclaiming a sense of control and investing in your future self. In the next part of our conversation, I'll share simple, actionable swaps that can help protect your kidneys without sacrificing pleasure. We'll explore how small shifts in your evening routine can ease the burden on your kidneys, lower creatinine, and ultimately support your overall vitality. But for now, take a moment to reflect on your own after-dinner habits. What do you usually reach for? How does it make you feel afterward? Sometimes, just becoming aware is the first powerful step toward change. Your body is remarkably resilient, especially when met with kindness and care. Understanding the hidden impacts of your food choices after dinner isn't about blame, it's about insight. Like James, many have found that by simply adjusting what they eat in those quiet moments, their creatinine levels began to stabilize, their energy returned, and with it, a renewed sense of hope. This journey is about honoring the wisdom of your body and giving it what it truly needs. Stay with me, because we're just beginning to uncover how to nurture your kidneys and lower creatinine in a way that fits your life, gently, practically, and with respect for all that you've lived through. In the next section, I'll walk you through exactly which foods to avoid, why they matter, and how you can savor your evenings with nourishing alternatives that support your health and vitality. As we continue this conversation, let me share more about the specific foods that can quietly undermine your kidney health when eaten after dinner. One of the most common culprits is a high-protein snack, often disguised as a healthy choice. You might think, protein is good for me, especially at my age. And that's true. Protein is essential, but timing and quantity matter greatly, especially when your kidneys are already working harder than they used to. Consuming heavy protein-rich foods late in the evening can place an unexpected strain on your kidneys overnight, raising creatinine levels as your body scrambles to process the excess. Another offender is processed or cured foods laden with phosphorus additives, things like deli meats, certain cheeses, and salty snacks. These additives are often invisible to the eye and mind, but burden your kidneys as they try to maintain the delicate mineral balance in your blood. The sensation of craving salty, savory bites after dinner is familiar to many. It's the allure of comfort, the way these foods stimulate the senses, and how they become part of our rituals to wind down. I won't pretend these foods don't have their place. But if you are trying to lower creatinine and ease kidney stress, it's worth reconsidering their role in your after-dinner routine. I understand that giving up these foods can feel like losing a small, comforting ritual at the end of your day. That's why the solution isn't about harsh restrictions or sacrifice, but about gentle, nourishing swaps that honor your cravings and your body's needs. For example, instead of reaching for a heavy cheese or cured meat, try a handful of fresh berries or a few slices of crisp cucumber. These choices are lighter on your kidneys, provide hydration, and still satisfy the desire for something to nibble on. Herbal teas infused with chamomile or mint can offer warmth and calm without the burden of phosphorus or excess protein. Small, mindful shifts like these can make a tremendous difference. You might find that replacing that salty snack with a soothing cup of tea becomes a new ritual, one that signals to your body it's time to rest and rejuvenate, not to work overtime filtering waste. The power of routine is profound, especially as we age. Our bodies respond to rhythm and consistency, so establishing a gentle, kidney-friendly habit after dinner can set the stage for better health overnight. Alongside these dietary changes, I often recommend simple lifestyle habits that support kidney function and overall circulation. A gentle walk after dinner, just 10 or 15 minutes, can help stimulate digestion and circulation, easing the load on your kidneys. Hydration is another critical piece. Drinking a moderate amount of water before bed can assist your kidneys in flushing out toxins without disrupting your sleep. It's a delicate balance, but with a bit of practice, you can find what works best for your body's unique rhythm. I want to emphasize how small these changes are in the grand scheme of your life, yet how significant their impact can be. I've witnessed patients transform their health by adopting these simple practices, gaining not just better lab results, but a renewed sense of vitality and control. The beauty of these adjustments is that they respect your experience. No radical diets or complicated plans, just thoughtful choices made with kindness toward your body. It's important to recognize that the journey toward better kidney health and lower creatinine is as much emotional as it is physical. For many men and women over 60, this is a time of reflection, sometimes accompanied by feelings of frustration or resignation. You might wonder if your best days are behind you or if it's too late to change course. But the truth I've come to know, time and again, is that it is never too late. Our bodies have an incredible capacity to heal and adapt, especially when we listen deeply and care for them with intention. Imagine your health as a sunrise, slow, deliberate, and beautiful in its unfolding. Even if night feels long and the horizon uncertain, the first light always breaks through. Each step you take toward nurturing your kidneys, each small choice to support your body's natural function, is like that gentle light pushing back the darkness. It brings clarity, hope, and the possibility of renewed energy to greet each day. You carry with you a lifetime of wisdom, not just in the years you've lived, but in the deep understanding of what your body needs. This journey is not about perfection or fear, but about curiosity and empowerment. By becoming aware of the impact of your after-dinner habits, you're already showing courage and care for yourself. That in itself is a powerful act of healing. As you reflect on what you've learned today, I encourage you to look at your evening routine with gentle curiosity. What small changes might feel manageable? How can you honor both your cravings and your health? Perhaps tomorrow evening you might swap that usual snack for a piece of fresh fruit or a calming herbal tea. Maybe you'll take a short walk to help your body digest and relax. These simple acts are steps forward, no matter how small they may seem. Before we part, I want to remind you that you're not alone in this. Many have walked this path and found that small changes bring big rewards: better kidney function, lower creatinine, more energy, and a deeper sense of peace with their health. If you ever feel uncertain, reach out to your healthcare provider. Discuss your creatinine levels, share your concerns, and work together on a plan that fits your life. Remember, managing your health is a partnership, and you deserve a team that listens and supports you. I'm Dr. Camila Cruz, and I want to thank you for trusting me with your time and attention today. My hope is that this conversation has given you not just information, but a sense of connection and possibility. Your body is your lifelong companion. Treat it with the respect and kindness it deserves. Every meal, every habit, every choice is an opportunity to nurture yourself and honor your journey. If you found value in this video, I invite you to share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Your experience matters and can inspire others on this same path. And if you're ready to take the next step, start with one small change tomorrow evening. Notice how it feels and be proud of yourself for prioritizing your health. The road to better kidney health and lower creatinine is not a sprint, but a steady walk, one filled with care, wisdom, and hope. Thank you for walking it with me today.